Hello, my name is Austin Wilcox, and I am the creator of SkitsGroup. I oversee the production, the video editing, all the audio editing, all the image editing, everything that requires editing and sometimes filming. That's me. I do most of the legwork for SkitsGroup, and it was really a good pleasure to work with everybody on this new machinima movie, first of the channel.
I am Andrew Porter, and I am the writer, director, and main actor.
What star position do you take?
Take leading protagonist.
Who is that?
It's Jeff Adams.
What does he do?
He is a astronaut who is just floating through space on a mission, who encounters Aura, and saves her, and then ultimately gets fucking killed.
So you have a voice for this guy?
Yes, I do.
I was actually working with one of my good friends, Austin Wilcox, and I was working with him on a music video for the spoken word. Great cinematographer, and he offered me this voice acting job, and I was like, you know what the hell, I've never done it, so might as well try it. It
took about 9 days, each day probably about 10 hours, so 90 to 100 hours of just pure sitting at a computer editing, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. For the video editing, I used Adobe Premiere Pro CS6. That is a very powerful video editor, and it can handle a lot, and it just gets it done well, and I love all the options it has with it. For the audio, I used Audacity and used a bunch of reverberations, filters, high-pass filters, a lot of that stuff to get the muffle effect, and a lot of the helmet cam effects as well. And I use that also to edit the songs and the soundscapes. Pretty much everything.
We started SkitsGroup because we just wanted to make machinima. Said, let's make something like red versus blue. And we started, continued on, and I eventually said, you know what, let's make a movie. We've just only made shows, so let's just make a movie. So I wrote it.
Was the writing process
incredibly tedious.
How long did it take you?
A month and a half. Probably more than that, actually.
Basically, it's like any other acting job. You have to read through the script, you have to learn your character, you have to familiarize yourself with the other characters, and just kind of act without the camera being on you.
The process of making the movie was, it was laid out in a way that we could get stuff done quickly and efficiently. So what we did was, Porter wrote the script originally, and then I went over and edited it and reformatted it into a script format. And then we got everybody together one night, and we essentially just did all the voice acting that night with Stephanie and with Porter, and then we went on from there and spent all the 9 days just editing the shit out of it and getting all the soundscapes done. And then we combined all the acts, because when we edited it, we did it per act. So when we were done, we would just edit one full movie and include all the acts. So that was pretty much it. What did you like about the movie?
Plot, the way we set it up, the way it turned out, the funny jokes that we eventually put in there. It's not like we overloaded it trying to make a comedy.
It was cool because, well, first of all, you didn't have to memorize your lines because you had them in front of you just in case. And it was also really cool because you're more aware of your voice. When you're having the camera on you, you have your body movement, facial expressions that you can work with, but when you don't, you have to put everything you have into your voice and make sure that that comes out to what's supposed to be the character's true emotions.
Would you, is there plans for a part 2 or a chapter 2, if you will?
There can only be one.
So no?
Maybe?
Maybe.
If I think of something.
Should we let it just be rumored?